evening, everyone. Day 2 of the Allegiance Zone Baseball Tournament down in Menominee. 9 teams battling it out. We will check on the winners bracket as the Marquette Blues took on Hancock. And Justin Rutzla gets post 186 going with a base hit to left field. A couple batters later, nice bunt. Throw to first, not so nice. And Beau Dupuis will cross the plate, and Hancock goes up 3-2-1. This is in the bottom of the 4th. Then Tyler Ladern would have a good day on the mound. He gets Marquette the ground out a number of times. Hunter Larson tried to get something going. That didn't work. Bottom of the 5th, Brady Turner. The base hit up the middle, scores Justin Rutzla 4-1 Hancock. And then it is Dupuis again with the walk. Alex Van Wagner scored to make it 5-1. And Hancock goes on to reach the winners bracket final, taking this one by the count of 5-1. In the other winners bracket semifinal, Menominee Red Wave and Gladstone. For Menominee, Mason Cooley will get the base hit up the middle. Chris Kelly rounds third, and he will slide in just ahead of the throw. 1-0 Red Wave. Moments later, Riley Haig going way back to the center field fence. Jaden Klenke has scored. Cooley does the same. Menominee's up 3-0. However, here come the Indians in the 4th. Cody Frazier looks like he'll be thrown out at first, but that throw gets away, and the next thing you know, Frazier's on second. He had 3 base hits in the game. So did Hayden Hardwick. And this one will go out to center field, and it will find a patch of green grass. Frazier heads home. That puts Gladstone in business, at least down 3-1. In the end, Hardwick had a 2-out double, setting up Justin Yerk for the game-winning run. So Gladstone also clinches a berth in the state tournament at Adrian College, defeating Menominee in 9 innings, 5-4. Remember, 3 teams from the UP will qualify for the state tournament. Also on the Legion board, Kingsford excused Ishpeming 11-0. Escanaba said goodbye to the Eastern UP Travelers 2-1. And then Kingsford said goodbye to Channing 13-1. State 13-14 junior baseball at Rochester Hills. Norway defeats Taylor 2-1. 15-16 state senior baseball over at Harper Woods. John Edwardson, the game-winning hit for the Norway Kingsford team, getting past Freeland 4-3. Major League Baseball today, not a good day for Steve Asplund, not any better for me. White Sox defeat the Tigers 7-4. San Diego holds off the Brewers 10-8. The last 2 Michigan and Central Regional Girls Junior Softball champions met today in Clare. This is Escanaba against Croswell Lexington. J.J. Laviolette with the base hit. Escanaba leads 1-0. This is in the top of the 1st. Kayla Van Portfleet gets a base hit as well, and Laviolette will score to make it 2-0 Escanaba. Still nobody out in the 1st inning. Bases loaded for Taylor Gauthier, and this one's going to go for a while. Now, Dad's on the camera, and apparently Dad thought it was more important to show his daughter on TV, which I'll have to agree is not a bad idea. This ended up being a bases loaded double. Yes, she was thrown out at second because the runners weren't going fast enough for her, but no big deal. Escanaba went on to win this one by the count of 6-0. They also defeated Clare 14-1, so they will be in the semifinals eventually. Meanwhile, Sault Ste. Marie taking on South Portage, and the Sioux's Allison Krupa makes a nice play at first base on the bunt. The Sioux had a 1-0 lead after 2 innings. Leading 3-2, Brenna James will get a base hit, and she would be thrown out trying to steal moments later. And eventually, South Portage was able to get the bats going and went on to win 11-5. But the Sioux came back and defeated Sand Creek 4-3. Softball scores from last night, because it takes so long to get them. The high school Softball Coaches Association All-Star Games in East Lansing. Now in Division II, Red beat White 8-6. Escanaba's Cody Genshak had a triple and scored twice. Emily Bagato, her teammate, was on the winning team, along with Sault Ste. Marie's Megan Jean, and the team was coached by Escanaba's John LaMarche and the Sioux's Linda Beauvais. Gladstone in Division III, Grace Zimmerman and Allison Austin on the winning team as the White beat the Red 3-1. Division IV, Rapid River players on the losing team, unfortunately, falling to the Red 2-1. Nina Brockway pitched 6 innings, only allowed one run, no decision. Avery Canyu had an unassisted double play, and George Canyu was one of the coaches. Threatening skies haven't stopped Copper Country youth from attending the Michigan Tech Football Development Camp at Sherman Field. Former running back Phil Milbrath is one of a number of former or current Huskies players and coaches working with the nearly 50 youngsters on the turf. Milbrath was an all-state running back at Norway High School before he became one of the top 5 rushers for the Huskies from 2007 through 10. Milbrath spoke about the fact he wasn't the tallest player on his team, plus he talked about his favorite running back, Detroit's Barry Sanders. Milbrath says it's different being the speaker at a camp instead of listening to speakers, but he says the message is similar.
And I guess the root of things, it's still going to be, hard work, pay attention, doing little things right, and making things important to you. And that's basically the message that was given to us all growing up and going through football too. So the message hasn't really changed too much, but there's just different variations and different stories that should be told about it.
For the campers at this afternoon session, this was the game Coach Tom Curley mentioned in 2010 when Milbrath rushed for 293 yards and 2 touchdowns as the Huskies defeated then #1 Grand Valley State 20-17. He's 4th on the all-time Tech rushing list with 3,934 yards and 44 touchdowns. Milbrath is working on his master's degree. The Upper Peninsula Muzzleloaders Association recently held a pre-1840 rendezvous at the Ottawa Sportsman's Club in Baraga County. Modern and primitive camping were available. Last week's storms proved to be a challenge for those in tents, as several were blown more than 30 yards from their original location. Many hunting-related activities took place, ranging from rifle, pistol, and smoothbore shooting to archery, knife throwing, and hammer throwing. For participants, there's nothing like shooting black powder guns.
You've got to go out and practice a lot and make sure your gun is in good shape, your sights are in good shape, and then you got to have good eyeballs. And as you get older, they go downhill. And so you got to do a lot of practicing if you want to stay good.
People of the same spirit, kindred spirits, having fun, out in the nature.
This was the 37th annual rendezvous for the Upper Peninsula Muzzleloaders Association. For more information about the group, you can go to upmuzzleloaders.com. And don't forget, all kinds of information is available on our website at uppermichigansource.com. U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame announces its next class. Michigan State coach, athletic director, and former Lake Superior State hockey coach as well. Ron Mason on the list, along with former Lake State Laker Doug Waite and one of Randy McKee's former teammates with New Jersey, Bill Guerin.
Yeah, well deserved.
Yes.
All right, thanks a lot.